Well, hello, and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So today, 17-275, and of course, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and you know what you're going to do? You're going to make sure to ring that bell. So I do need to give you a bit of a disclaimer here. We did the first three, if you're curious about that, in the episode of the day, and we're going to finish up King's Ruin here. I just wanted to do a little. So the issue was I had a little extra time. I had just done Marion's Ruin, so I figured, well, we haven't done King's Ruin a little bit. We'll do a couple King's Ruin. We actually did the third one, and yes, Marion she's just dominating more and more. Obviously, she's the one getting more attack. She has the good attack pattern. All these things are good. So I'm not surprised that she's just taking over. And that's that. That's Ruins 4. I'm going to turn the sound on for the next one. This is an AoE stage. This is usually where we start. And it's an easy AoE stage. Easy. Yeah, very important to remember how easy it is. You know, because you got to take it easy. You got to take it easy. Yes, I have that. There's a song about that. It's stuck in my head now. Just remember to take it easy. But soon we will be pushing. And with pushing, the world is our oyster. The oyster is our world. We will not know what we stumble into, but we will stumble into something. So exciting times ahead. It's very close. I know a lot of people are very eager for this, but I will admit I am guilty of dragging it out. Not because I intentionally want to drag it out, but because I set a goal. And I honestly figured that 1,200 artifacts would be about when Marion hit 20k. Turned out to not be the case. So, I mean, yeah. Well, not everything works out the way you want it. I'm kind of curious how quickly we will advance, though. We will find out, that's for sure. Marion's gonna turn into my monster. And I mean, once we push and we get settled at 24,000 and we start doing King's Ruin, we're gonna have some interest. There's gonna be some interesting times ahead. Very interesting. And of course, once we conquer 1212, hopefully by then we will have finished Marion's runes. We will have finished Sophia's runes. We'll be working on Vincent's runes because we're going to start making Vincent an artifact. And I'm hoping we can make Vincent a really nice artifact. I would absolutely love to make Vincent an attack artifact. But fate might have other choices. We'll have to see. I mean, not attack, I mean crit damage and flat attack. That's what I meant. Just because it would be amazing to have that, because, you know, Marion's one weakness is she doesn't get any more flat attack. We have maxed out all of her ways to get flat attack. And don't get me wrong, crit damage is greater than flat attack, but I would love to see her just one of her artifacts be crit damage and flat attack. Oh, how I wish we could re-roll the Awakenings, even if it cost Crystal or something like that. Oh, that would be amazing. That would be best feature. But I mean, honestly, then you would just re-roll one with crit damage. You'd re-roll one until you got attack, and then you'd re-roll another one until you got attack percent. That would just be the way you would do that. And then the fourth one, I mean, neither works, but I think I would go with defense, and I think for my second I would go with health, maybe both defense. Just on the off chance I ever wanted to give it to Sophia, because that defense does count towards Sophia's defense for the castle, which actually does reduce the damage castle takes. Only reason. I mean, defense for support on Sophia, nobody else, only Sophia, does count. So, be interesting. I do consider that kind of a flaw in the game. It's not a big flaw, but a small flaw. It would have been better to make it so that the castle, rather than it being a Sophia attribute, which you kind of have to rework Sophia's skill, that somehow enhancing the castle rather than ruining the defense and all that and hitting the cap, that somehow you could enhance the castle to get, some of the stats, right? Like, some of the... a castle can't dodge, but you know what a castle can do? It can parry, so you'd have to take some of the avoidance and consider it as, which would be the dodge, some of the defense, and some of the health. So that way those stats for your heroes, they all would contribute. So that's something that I will, of course, if I ever, there's a whole drama with Unity. I have considered making my own tower defense game. If I ever did make a hero tower defense game, I'll tell you right now, there won't be any artifacts in it. I feel like artifacts take away from the other heroes. I don't think I would have any heroes that buff. I certainly don't think I would have... I'm like 99.9% positive I would not have a hero that heals. And I'll explain why. Any hero that anything like artifacts that focus exclusively on one hero, like, completely undermines the team dynamic of the game. Like, artifacts would have been perfectly fine, in my opinion, if they were part of the castle and they affected all the heroes, because then you're not incentivized to focus exclusively on a narrow set of heroes. Everybody gets a buff. 2, I think healing like Sophia is a trap, because what happens is at the end of the game, because the monsters are going to do so much damage, you have to bring the healer with you. This also goes for lifesteal, too, just so you know. Any kind of lifesteal or healing like that, it can become really tricky to balance, because if before it used to be your castle had a fixed amount of health, and so you had to just do enough damage to your castle. As soon as you get Sophia, now that's totally thrown out the window, because now you just have to have enough health until Sophia can get her next heal off. And that basically meant that battles could effectively be extended indefinitely when, because, they couldn't kill your castle, so it just meant you had to be able to survive their DPS and just let the game run. That was not the pinnacle of exciting gameplay, let me tell you. And again, to me, the solution to that was simple. It was not this berserk mechanic they implemented, and the way I would have handled it is this. After, let's say 40 seconds is your battle window, right? We'll extend that to like 20 seconds after, so 1 minute. 1 minute of battle times are 30 seconds sped up. Then after that 1 minute up, if both sides have not been defeated, instead of the berserk mechanic, both sides, not one side, both sides just do double damage. The reason for that over a speed up is, while I like the concept of the speed up, I think it's fundamentally flawed if we get this game to going to like 3x, 4x, 5x, 6x speed just to complete a level. You can't engage, like right now you can actually click things and use them like this. You can't meaningfully engage once you get beyond like 2x, in my opinion. So it'd be better just to double everybody's damage. It accomplishes basically the same thing. If you don't double the health of the castle, though, then it does become like your castle max health still matters. Because if they salvo your castle before Sophia can get her heal off, and of course Sophia's heal would be doubled as well, you're done. So that was my way of addressing it. And again, you double it at the first minute, then you double it again the second minute, so it's 4x, and that would pretty quickly end any long fight. But that said, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. If you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.